There we go. Hi. Hello. What's another hello?
Hola.
Hola. Curt
welcome to the Curt and Jen Morning Podcast.
We appreciate you being here as we do every single weekday. Thanks for joining us via, you're either listening or you're viewing and listening. And this is an opportunity. Well, should they wait till afterwards? No, you know you're going to like it. So you can like, you can follow, you can subscribe, all those things right now as we get underway with this. It's Tuesday, by the way.
Do you know what subscribe means when you hit the subscribe button?
Yeah, you're subscribing.
It doesn't mean that you're paying US dollars or any dollars at all.
No
you
dollars.
just are saying, I like this podcast and I want to know when they post a new one, which we do every weekday.
True.
Yeah.
That's a good idea as well.
We would love it if you do that.
Today, you know what? Today is actually a Thanksgiving and Christmas heavy show. As I looked through all the stuff, it turned out.
Oh, we're holidaying it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like that.
But other things today, why you should be nice to your toilet. What?
Okay.
Today, Kit Kat. It's into the holidays. Also, if you have your holiday decorations up already, psychologists have something to say about you.
A tasty way to have healthier coffee and your go-to songs that you sing in the shower.
Yeah, we have some fun ones, by the way. Did we come up with ours?
No, because I don't have any
It's a
one
day-to-day
song.
thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? All right.
What is this, Curt?
What do you mean, what is this? You put this in here. Nice try.
The first two words are today's unnecessary.
Today's
But
unnecessary but still important day, the national holidays. This is actually a world holiday. Today is World Toilet Day.
So today is necessary, but that part isn't.
Well, the United Nations made it a holiday more than a decade ago. They said, we need to have a holiday for the toilet.
The United Nations? Mm-hmm. Okay.
To raise awareness about sanitation needs around the world. So their motto this year, there's actually a motto for World Toilet Day. Toilets, a place for peace.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Sure. I think a lot of dads and husbands.
I was going to say that hot firefighter boyfriend Pat has his meetings in there.
Well, now we have some data to back it up because they have the top 5 things we go to the bathroom for when we don't really need to go. There's your number one thing when you go to the bathroom. Okay, I got to go to the bathroom. But the things that we go to the bathroom for when we don't actually have to go, top of the list is to wash our hands. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then it gets kind of like, second, to touch up makeup or check our appearance in the mirror.
I'm surprised that brush your teeth isn't on there, like as a top one.
Okay.
Or at all.
For some reason, it feels kind of gross to me. I don't know. Not for other. I don't want to brush my teeth in a restaurant bathroom.
Oh, this isn't a separate bathroom, like not in your own bathroom, in a.
Well, maybe it's. All right, let's go with it's any bathroom.
Okay.
All right.
Wash our hands, check our makeup or appearance in the mirror, get away from an awkward or uncomfortable situation. That's true. Like if you're on a date and you're like, I've had enough, I'm going to the bathroom. But then also maybe you find the exit right after that.
And then we also have on here to get some alone time. I think that's what we're talking about with your boyfriend. Lots of people's boyfriends.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that in any other place, though. Like, that's only at home.
Right, that makes sense.
Okay.
And then finally, to chat privately with friends. And it says women tend to do that more than men, which is why you guys always have to go to the bathroom together. I never knew your schedules for urinating are like in sync.
They match up, yeah. It's great.
I have to go. Funny, I have to go to the bathroom, too. Let's go. Phew. Guilty?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe.
You got something you can't share amongst the entire
That's
group,
it.
but you just want to share with your girlfriend.
Let's spend no more time on the toilet.
0 more time?
0 more times.
What's going on with your
This is maddening
agreement?
to me. So I got an email yesterday, and it was from the leasing company that manages the house that I rent.
Got it?
And it was a 30-day rule change. It was an agreement addendum.
Okay.
So I'm like, 30-day rule change. Okay, so I open it up, and I'm like, what in the F? The purpose of this addendum is to establish and maintain a high standard of cleanliness within the premise. Okay. All right.
Okay, premises. Right.
Premises, yes. The tenant agrees to perform regular housekeeping tasks as detailed below to ensure the premises remain in a clean, sanitary, and orderly condition.
All right. So
So-
they're saying you got to keep your house clean.
Which, okay, but don't give me a schedule because then it proceeds with 2 pages of weekly cleaning tasks in every room.
Okay.
And monthly cleaning tasks in every room. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I don't have laundry every week. Maybe I don't
Scroll
need
back up for a second. Let's get. So this is broke down to kitchen, Bathrooms.
This is weekly cleaning tasks in the kitchen, each bathroom, the living areas, living dining room, and bedrooms.
And then laundry.
And then monthly tasks are divided into kitchen, bathrooms, living areas, and then general. Mm-hmm. And I get that, you need to replace the HVAC filters and you need to test the smoke detectors and replace the batteries and report anything wrong. But do they really get to tell me? I know that they can come in anytime.
Well, there was a thing on there about inspections that I just saw.
They'll do inspections, and they'll give us a 10-day compliance warning. And then if we don't comply, then we have to pay a professional cleaning fee. Now, I get that at the end of my lease. Mm-hmm. I totally understand that. But you don't get to tell me when I clean, how I clean, where I clean. Like, why?
You know what I read from that, being a guy, is like, okay, well, you do whatever you want until they give you the 10-day notice. Then you better clean like crazy.
Maybe that's the mentality I have to have.
That's
because this really pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if that's just something they have to send out every year. Say, here's a reminder.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's what I also think, because I've read reviews of this particular company, is they gouge you at the end of your lease. They give it to you in every fee that they can. So I just feel like this is another way for them to make some money if they want.
Probably.
And it kind of pisses me off. But I don't have the money to own my own house, so here we are.
10 days. Do whatever you want.
You can move along, but I had to share this because it just infuriates me that you're going to tell me that I have to, a chart list.
And how how does laundry enter into keeping the house organized?
Wouldn't you think?
That to me is
actually says on here that I have to wash, dry, fold, and store clothing and linens. That is on my list. So if they come in and inspect and I have clothes in my laundry basket that haven't been folded, I'm going to get dinged for that?
I would get dinged for that. Most of our stuff stays in the basket.
I have nothing else to say.
That was a moment of silence.
It is. I just don't understand how they can do that. That just doesn't seem right to me.
Boo. Rental people. On to the holiday stuff.
Yay. I like holiday stuff, Curt. I mean, tis the season, really.
And I did not know this, but if you want to go out and very Clark Griswold-like, cut down a giant tree from an actual national forest, well, there's permits that you can do that. I didn't know this.
Oh, I did
But they
know
just
this.
know. So it's almost the time of year for most people. Maybe some of us have already put up a couple trees, our artificial ones.
Curt Cruz.
That's right. If you want to cut your Christmas trees from the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest, permits are now available.
Okay. Where would I even get the permit? Do I have to write in?
I'll get to that.
Okay. Great. Tell me.
That was in the story.
Because I normally go to Costco for my fresh tree. I go to Costco, get a little slip of pay for a little slip of paper, and then walk out to the big truck.
Yeah, but see, now you got your boyfriend. I'm sure has an axe or a saw. He can go out and chop down an actual tree from the actual forest.
I mean, he is pretty awesome and hot that way.
I'm sure he doesn't want to do that. The USDA Forest Service has 3 options for obtaining a Christmas tree permit. A permit can be purchased online through recreation.gov. Also, it's some Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest offices and or from local vendors.
Okay. I might do that.
The Christmas tree permits cost $5 with an additional $2.50 charge for the transaction fee if purchased online.
I mean, the most you're going to pay then is in the gas to get there. Well, yes. The gas to get there. Because I was thinking, I think I pay $60 or $70 for my tree at Costco.
They do all the work, though.
They do all the work.
Finally, Christmas trees cannot be harvested in wilderness areas, campgrounds, developed recreation areas, or tree plantations, in case you were thinking about that. I did not know that this was even an option, legally.
I have heard about this, but I have never partaken in it.
Okay.
But maybe I will this year. I'll talk to Pat.
And why wouldn't it be partook? I know it's not.
I have never partook in this. I have never partaken.
Onward.
Okay.
Kit Kat.
I like this. I like the sounds of this because I like me a give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well done on the jingle. Kit Kat is getting in the spirit of the holidays. They have launched its holiday theme, the holiday themed Kit Kat treat. Yesterday, it came out, the Kit Kat shaped like Santa Claus. And this is the first time that Kit Kat has deviated from its tried and true
Give me a break bar, because you're going to have to snap Santa right in half to give me a break.
Probably right in the belly. Like you get the belly and the torso and the head of Santa.
I think there's the head, the feet, and the belly. Or
maybe you don't have to snap Santa in half at all.
Well, you're going to eat him in one bite? How big is this bar? Is it bite size?
The Kit Kat Santa has little boots with Kit Kat written on the soles.
Okay.
As well as a hat, belt, mittens, and of course, a smiling face and fluffy mustache. The new edition contains an even crispier wafer to chocolate ratio. I was wondering about the wafer to chocolate ratio.
What did it say about the ratio again?
It's even crispier.
So more...
I guess wafer.
Good. Wafer. I like that, because I like the wafer part. I don't like the chocolate as much.
An even crispier wafer to chocolate ratio than the classic version. This is according to a press release from Hershey. That's what it says. So if you're a fan of Kit Kats and Christmas and Santa, you are in luck. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up something because there's another new product that someone sent me, and I just want to share it since we're sharing about new products.
Okay, go.
Okay. So, Glenn, our friend Glenn, who listens all the time, he texted me and he said, hey, look at what I found. And it is, can you put that up there? It's Pickleballs.
Classic Pickleballs.
They're like corn puffs that are dill pickle flavor, and they're calling them Pickleballs. What a great little stocking stuffer for those who
play pickleball.
Yes,
and like pickles.
Well, and I asked him. I said, how do they taste? Did you get some? And he's like, are you kidding? I could never bring those into my house.
Why not?
Because Lori is very healthy.
That's true. Well, pickles are not so bad for you.
I think that pickle puffs
cucumbers
are full of artificial flavors, which. We all know is not good for us.
Pickle puff pickleballs from Vlasic. Something else?
Lori will play pickleball. She will not eat pickleballs.
Okay.
That sounded kind of like not good.
I hadn't noticed. Okay, here's something. This does not, we're going to find out because as you probably know by now, here in the Cruz household, we went ahead and put Christmas stuff up already. Christmas trees. There's one in this room. There's one downstairs. There's two downstairs. Couple outside now.
Yeah, so what does that say about you? Because I have not. I have not yet. I've got my Thanksgiving decorations still up.
Well, we don't have a lot of just regular fall decorations. So I think that Dana just said, let's just do Christmas.
I like it.
All right,
okay, so what does it say about you?
Well, this is according to certain psychologists.
Okay.
It says there's a certain type of person who is easily enticed by the Christmas spirit prematurely. Prematurely, it says. So, some psychologists say this about you if you've already got your Christmas decorations up.
What do they say?
Decorating early can reveal, quote, concealed emotions and subconscious behavioral tendencies, including narcissism.
Oh, my God.
They go on to say, even if they don't technically have narcissistic personality disorder, far more people are self-centered in nature than we can estimate. Estimate?
Okay.
Am I narcissistic?
I don't think so.
Not. Narcissists derive a sense of high satisfaction from being the center of attention, from being praised and applauded. That I know is not true for Dana. It's true.
It's true. You like to be the center of attention.
Me?
Yes.
If we're in a crowd.
Yes, you do.
That's because we're entertainers. We're radio people. We like, okay, time to make people laugh, right? Goes on to say, these psychologists, decorating early may also fill a void, making people feel happy when they otherwise wouldn't, but also gives people a chance to show off or paint a picture-perfect family. That's also not true. We just wanted to put up some decorations.
Okay.
No extra thought.
I'm glad that we have a good balance here. Narcissist, non-narcissist. Christmas decorations up, not Christmas decorations up.
You decorate there's the narcissist. You decorate for every holiday, even ones nobody cares about.
Not prematurely, though.
Go over to our house for President's Day. There's president stuff up everywhere.
There's flags, maybe.
You decorate for every holiday.
That is not in this study.
But now it says at the very end, decorating for Christmas early stirs up nostalgia. Therefore, sentimental types in particular may be in a hurry to decorate in order to recreate fond times from Christmas's past.
There you go. Not narcissist, but
what I'm
nostalgic.
For. Nostalgic. I'll take that.
It's a different N.
Boo, psychiatry.
Beyonce just announced that she will be in the halftime show for the NFL Christmas Day game.
That's
between Baltimore.
Ravens and the Texans are playing on Christmas Day. Usually or Thanksgiving rather. Oh, Christmas Day. We're doing Christmas Day here because there's also a Thanksgiving Day football game. Usually it's between Detroit and somebody. Anyway, please continue. This is all about Beyonce.
Well, it's just, I just wanted to mention it because there's lots of Beyonce fans out there. This is the first time ever she will perform from her country album, the song Country Carter live.
The
First time
the
show.
album is called Country Carter.
She's performing that song live too, right?
This will be the first time she's ever performed songs from her country album, Country
songs
Carter Live.
plural, sorry.
So, and
My
then
bad.
it goes on to say, we don't know exactly what songs she'll be singing, but she'll be bringing out some of the special guests that are also on Cowboy Carter album to join her. So
See, I didn't even read this in advance. I just saw Beyonce. I'm like, well, we got to talk about this. Shabuzi's going to be there. Post Malone.
Slow down.
Miley Cyrus.
Here's the reason why you need to proofread stuff. The people that joined her on her album range from Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Shabuzi, Post Malone, and Miley Cyrus. It says, could it be one of these people that would join her?
We'll have to wait and see.
Right. You just
I
said
just read that.
all these people are going to be there. Jen
They
Pirak.
could be there. If people from her, listen to this. Let's stop for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Those are big names. Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, Shabuzi. He was like the number one hit this year.
Right.
Post Malone, Miley Cyrus. If any of those people joined her on stage, it's got to be some of them, right? Because it says she'll bring people out.
Right.
Then we're in for a good show.
I don't even know where this is going.
It's not going anywhere except for we should all watch the Christmas football game because it's going to be like a little mini concert.
Yes, that much is true. And maybe, perhaps, some of the aforementioned people might be there.
Why can't I think of the big hit song from that album, the poker one?
It was Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em, yeah.
Good song.
It is.
Now let's go to some more country
I
music
know.
stuff.
I was in the country mood this morning.
Okay, did you proofread this one?
No. I just saw Morgan Wallen. I'm like, and he broke a record, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna put this in here too.
Paste.
Right.
Start show.
But here's the other part that is great about this. Morgan Wallen, I mean, he's mega.
Right.
And he just broke his own record. I mean, it was a record that he held with Luke Combs and Garth Brooks, which is the number of number one hits in 1 year, which was 4.
It used to be 4, now it's 5.
Now it's 5 because he just broke it with his song Lies, Lies, Lies that just went to number 1 on the Hot Country chart, which made it his 5th number 1 this year.
No one has ever had more in a calendar year than Morgan Wallen. That's pretty impressive.
Now, here's the thing about this, though.
Right.
And you brought this up. You're like, wait a second. He's collabed with other people on those other 4 songs.
That's true.
So how does that, does that still count? Well, yes, it does.
Yeah, I think so. But and there's so many collaborate, which is actually, I think, is very refreshing. It wasn't, a long time ago, I'm going to say. It was not unusual for artists to collaborate and do songs together.
Now it's like the thing to do.
It's become the thing to do again, which I think is awesome. So Lies, Lies, Lies is Morgan's first solo number 1 this year.
Yeah.
And the other ones that you mentioned were collaborations. So this is his solo one. And 5. Congratulations. Why don't I have applause?
He's very talented. You used to. Oh, sorry. Snaps, claps, yays.
We should have we're going to get an applause sound effect. It is on here somewhere. I don't want to go find it.
Okay.
I'm going to push this button.
Want healthier coffee?
Want healthier coffee?
We got a trick for you.
Well, usually you're thinking, oh, I don't want healthier coffee because it's going to taste like bleh. But
that's what I say.
This is supposedly a way to have your coffee still taste good and delish and also have some extra health benefits. Although this
have your coffee and drink it too.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
So if you put sugar or other things in your coffee, to flavor them, to spice them up, if you will. A new study in Canada found you should try adding one of Canada's most famous exports instead. Go.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
I did not proofread this one either. And I'm like, I knew it was maple syrup was the answer.
Right.
But I didn't know it was a Canadian study. And that makes sense because it is their thing, maple syrup.
Maybe the maple syrup people are just trying to push, like, we need to sell more maple syrup. Here's an idea.
I know, but here's the thing about maple syrup. If you're so we're making it healthier because it's less sugary, like it's better than sugar.
Well, and it's better than refined sugar, yeah. I guess maple syrup comes with some major health benefits. So, as you just mentioned, unlike refined sugar, it's got more than 100 compounds and antioxidants that can boost immunity and help with inflammation.
Is that true about my syrup, which is
no.
Mrs. Butterworth is my syrup?
Let me scroll down here. Last line, to be clear, we're talking about real maple syrup. Loading up your coffee with Mrs. Butterworth won't help.
Oh, Mrs. Butterworth is my favorite syrup.
Well, go get some. There's no way it's better than actual maple syrup.
No, I know. It tastes better though.
The 4 major health benefits from having actual, real, right from the tree maple syrup in your coffee is better blood sugar levels, blood pressure fell on these people that did this test, less belly fat, and improved gut health. So why wouldn't you do it?
Well, I think that in my refrigerator, I have some 100% bourbon maple syrup. Would that be okay too?
that's got an extra bonus, I guess.
It sure does.
I'm going to say that if it's processed, if it comes in a no, you got
Listen. If it gives me less belly fat, I'm in. I'll try it.
Okay. Plus, it's not that you don't like maple syrup. You just Mrs. Butterworth is your favorite, right?
Yes.
Or you can go out and get Golden Griddle. Is that one of them?
Oh, I used to have Golden Griddle, but Mrs. Butterworth is
Neither
my
of those,
favorite.
I think, are going to give you the health benefits if you want to do
Aunt
it.
Jemima.
Do you want to talk about this or not?
Oh, yeah, the weather. Because here's the thing.
Well, before we start, let me just say,
Okay.
from years and years and decades in radio, weather was always something we did not want to talk about. It was like, especially now because you get the weather on your phone.
For sure.
It seemed like a waste of time, and people are like, oh, I don't need to know this, especially in Seattle. It's going to rain. Surprise, surprise. This, though, is kind of important.
Well, here's the thing. I heard, and I can't remember, like one of my friends kind of in passing was talking about how the grocery stores. Oh, I actually know. My friend Tiffany, who I'm working with Kroger, in the grocery store business is like, this Thanksgiving story that we're putting out there is more important than ever because of the big storm that's going to be coming, and the grocery stores are being flooded with like people going in and getting what they need now-ish or planning way ahead.
And that does
this
happen
year.
when you start saying, well, there's the chance of this, and you could be snowed in for a couple of days. So people.
Did you say snow, Curt?
No, I said no.
I didn't know this. This is the point is that she said that, and I was thinking, oh, I haven't heard about any storm. Okay,
they go and do a rush on.
And then Curt this morning was like, oh my gosh, did you hear about this? And I'm like, now this makes sense.
Here
my
we go.
Yesterday conversation.
Blizzard warning, and this is for the Pacific Northwest. A blizzard warning in effect from 4 o'clock today until 10 a.m. tomorrow for much of the Cascades. So these are above about 2,500 feet elevation. Blizzard conditions expected. And during the time frame, which is from 4 p.m. today till 10 a.m. tomorrow, we could see total snow accumulations could reach or exceed 12 inches with winds gusting as high as 60 miles per hour. And additionally, the strong winds could cause extensive damage to trees and power lines.
Okay, wait. 2,500 feet. I don't want to ask you something you don't know, but where do we fall?
Less than.
We're not. Okay, so we're not going to see snow. It's the mountains.
Well, we might, yeah.
And that means good for skiing. Like if people can ski before Thanksgiving, that's the start of a good year for the season
Right,
of
but
skiing.
you think about it, when you get out, say you're on 90 and you're heading out and you're going past Issaquah and North Bend and all those things, you're starting to get up there and,
yeah.
I don't know if you're at 2,500 feet or not, but so anyway, it will affect many people. And you brought up the thing about the grocery store. I hadn't even thought about that. That, people, so, again, this is supposed to be in the Cascades above 2,500 feet elevation.
And it's supposed to be starting tomorrow.
From today at 4 p.m. until tomorrow at 10 a.m. So
Okay.
that'll be tonight.
Okay.
You're bouncing. Are you excited
So
about
if you're
this next
starting
story?
your,
You get bouncy when you like the story.
I don't know. I get bouncy when I get like, okay,
I get bouncy.
I don't know.
I'm going to hit this button, move on from weather.
All right.
Mike Tyson.
Talking about the big fight from Friday night.
We'll make reference to that because, of course, he got pretty much whooped by Jake Paul.
He didn't get whooped. It was 73-79.
It wasn't a knockout, so it was a decision.
That wasn't a whooping.
Wow.
I think
agree to
that
disagree.
I think that there's some non-disclosure agreements that were signed that said that they couldn't really throw huge punches at each other.
Right. And
That's what I think.
Well, it might be that Mike Tyson was throwing the biggest punches he could.
I don't believe
Jake
that.
Paul was holding back.
I think that maybe, okay, whatever.
All right. Well, there was this fight on Friday, and already Mike Tyson has a potential opponent lining up to take a shot at him. It's his former rival, Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield,
man, I'm really tired.
Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield,
But
right.
that's if we're making this a Christmas show, I like Holyfield.
Yeah, okay. Well, Holy also works for Christmas. So Evander
That's better.
hasn't had a sanctioned fight since 2011. He is 62. Mike Tyson is 58. And so Holyfield shared a message with Mike saying, hey, he also included a little mock-up flyer. He put this on X, I believe, or Instagram. So he put a mock-up flyer talking about the fight. And Holyfield says, the fans won it. Hashtag unfinished business.
Oh, for freaking frack's
And
sake.
keep in mind,
What?
Evander Holyfield still has another ear that has not been bit off.
I mean, there is some opportunity there.
Some opportunity. Okay, but Mike Tyson quickly responded to the post saying, hey, I love you, brother, but our trilogy is our friendship, and that's it. So it sounds like, at least so far, it's not happening.
So wait, when it says the trilogy, so they fought 3 times?
I guess that's what that means.
Okay.
No, it's like you. I don't follow boxing that much, but
Okay.
so far, Iron
Ain't
Mike is
happening.
saying not going to do it.
X.
But so much of these things that happen is like, let's just float this out there and see
Yeah.
how people respond.
And then if it's big and there's an opportunity to make a lot of money, let's do it.
dollars are important. So we'll see if that happens between Mike and what did they call that guy? He had a nickname. Evander Holyfield had a nickname.
He did. I don't know what it is.
Neither do I. Why did I bring it up?
I'll find out. You start this topic. What did we ask here?
What we asked here yesterday
What's
was
your go-to
song in the shower. And I think that a lot of people like me feel like, well, it's kind of a spur of the moment thing. Or whatever song is stuck in your head from that dream you had or the last commercial you saw or whatever the case may be. If something is stuck in your head, maybe that's going to come out in the shower. Or if you've got the radio on, that might lead to it as well. However, we wanted to know if you had a go-to sing in the shower song. What'd you find out?
The Real Deal
That's
or
right.
The Warrior?
The Real Deal Holyfield. That's right. That's
The
what it
Real
is.
Deal Holyfield.
So
That's nice.
we wanted to know your sing in the shower songs, and you always deliver. Thank you very much. Starting with Sheetal, who says, I Am the Highway by Audioslave.
I was going to start with Evander's go-to song. I'm going to knock you out. Okay, that's all.
It makes sense. Sing in the shower songs. Your friend Corey, I sing all sorts of stuff, mostly stupid jingles, or talk to myself. That doesn't count.
I do a lot of stinking thinking in the shower. So
Some
I
of your
don't.
best ideas come to you. When
I
you're
think so.
shampooing your hair.
Yeah.
Hey, here's an idea.
Anne says, today was a variety of songs from West Side Story. That's nice. She went straight to Broadway. Way to go, Anne.
Maya. Her daughter apparently sings all kinds of stuff in the shower, she said, which was entertaining. She goes with, I have a preference for What's Up by Four Non-Blondes.
Okay.
Laurel?
I forget how that song goes.
I'm
but
not doing it.
I know you're not. Laurel says, I love Amazing Grace and church songs.
Here we go. Sense of humor. Trevor says Rubber Ducky.
Nice.
You're so fun.
Is it so? You're so fun or
You're the
so
one.
fine? Oh.
You make bath time. Lots of fun. There we go.
Rubber ducky,
Nick.
I'm awfully fond of you.
My go-to song in the shower is Bohemian Rhapsody. That's something to take on.
Yeah.
I wonder how it sounds.
I hope good.
Mamma mia, mamma
But I
mia.
guess that's the great thing about being in the shower. You shouldn't have to care.
You shouldn't have to care.
But Jen thinks that you should care because no one wants to hear her sing. She said, no, not even, no one wants to hear me sing.
Anywhere.
No. The answer is no, not anywhere, never, anytime.
And again, I agree with you. I thought the shower was for, I don't care.
Yeah.
Who's going to hear you anyway? Oh, my favorite answer from our friend Tiger, by the way, because I love a good, funny, goofy song.
Yes, you do.
And I know a ton of them. And he goes with,
Did Tiger really put this down?
yeah.
Did you know about this song?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, it's by the Snake Oil Willie Band. The song is called I Don't Look Good Naked Anymore, which is pretty appropriate for being in the shower.
You've heard of this song before.
Heard of it? Are you ready?
Yeah?
The old lady wants to roll in the hay. We turn the lights down all the way. 'Cause I don't look good naked anymore.
Everybody, here we go.
No, I don't look good naked anymore.
In case you want to download this song,
the
Snake Oil Willie Band.
I was before. If I keep on like I'm doing, I won't fit through the door. And I don't look good naked anymore.
Thank you for that, Tiger.
Wow.
I don't look good naked anymore. The Snake Oil Willie Band.
So did you read Tiger's response and totally laugh out loud?
As soon as I saw it, I was like, perfect.
I've never, ever even heard of that
Oh, of course
band
not.
nor that song.
Why would you? Unless you're, into really weird and... Turns out it was never on the radio.
That begs the question for the line that you played. Lights on or lights off?
Well, you just have to listen to the song and find
I'm
out.
lights off for me. But
Wait. In the shower?
no, not in the shower. Something else. He was not talking about in the shower on that song.
Right. Okay.
I'm
lights
just
off
saying
or-
lights on or lights off.
Oh, are we going to go with that for tomorrow's question?
No, we're not. I'm just asking. The problem happens when you're with a partner that likes the lights on
And you are a lights off person?
and you're a lights off person.
Here we go.
Moving on. Thanksgiving.
We're back to Thanksgiving, yeah.
It's just around the corner. This is part of our holiday themed show today.
And some of this is not going to be a surprise. Go for it. This is
okay.
This is
This isn't a surprise. Like you said, top 5 must-have Thanksgiving foods. There's a poll that was out because there's lots of polls during the holidays, especially saying what do you have to have when you're at the Thanksgiving table, and of course, the most votes go to
turkey.
Gobble gobble gobble.
That's going to be there. Now, this is actually here's where the big battle came in because evidently number 2 on this list used to be mashed potatoes, and it's dropped to number 3.
Well, and mashed potatoes would always top the number 1 list of side dishes.
Yes.
And it's fallen.
It's been beat by stuffing, which is now, according to this, must-have Thanksgiving foods, the number 2 on the list. So turkey, stuffing, then mashed potatoes.
Then you've got to have the gravy for both those things, in my opinion.
Like, gravy, to me, doesn't seem like that should be in its own category. Like, it's,
but it's there, though. If you don't have gravy on Thanksgiving...
Well, that to me, that'd almost be like saying, well, you get butter.
How do you create the lake if you don't have the gravy?
Or the butter.
The lake on your plate.
And the 5th on here is pumpkin pie. These are the must-haves. Now,
I'm not for it on pumpkin pie.
That's fine because I am thankful.
Yes.
You know what is, and this is, I think, an age-old debate that I thought would be on here. It's not. Is the green bean casserole?
Oh, yummy! That's one of my faves for sure.
It's okay that you're wrong.
I love green bean casserole. How can you like, what part of green bean casserole don't you like? Everything?
Maybe the
green beans?
Barfy appearance. It looks like.
Do you really hate it?
I'm not a fan at all, no. And a lot of people
I
aren't,
love it.
just so you know.
I love it so much. And those crunchies on top.
I was going to say the
Oh, yeah. That's what makes it.
That's what makes it terrible.
My mom,
yes.
So Macy, or Riley, my oldest daughter, Riley, really loves that casserole. So much so that my mom will invite her over for dinner, make sure she has green bean casserole being served, not on Thanksgiving, just a regular old dinner day, and then send a boatload of it home with her. And Riley is in 7th heaven. She loves it.
So on those random days you say, hey, Curt, you and Dana come over for dinner, I should expect.
No.
Unless Riley's there.
Yeah.
Finally.
Wait, hold on. Stuffing or mashed potatoes for you? What do you like better?
Oh, mashed potatoes, hands down.
I do like mashed potatoes better. I like stuffing, but I like mashed potatoes
actually,
better.
This whole list for me could be turkey and mashed potatoes, and that'd be it.
No gravy?
No, gravy, again, goes along with mashed potatoes.
Okay. It comes hand in hand. You shouldn't even have mashed potatoes without gravy. Okay, go ahead.
And this is just a heads up because if you're planning on leaving, and evidently a record number of people are traveling this year for Thanksgiving.
Well, and AAA is the one that's putting this out, so they're kind of the travel experts.
Sure. So here's when you do and you don't want to hit the road for Thanksgiving. So we're giving you a few days notice in case we're planning on leaving on, say Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving at 3 p.m. First of all, let's give the numbers. 72 million people are going to be driving this year. 5.8 million will fly, and 2 million will take buses, trains, and other modes of transportation.
Okay.
Worst days to leave. The worst times to be on the road are next Tuesday from 1 till 7, 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the afternoon, and next Wednesday from 1 to 5.
That makes sense. You kind of get the half day of work in and then head out.
Right.
Okay.
On Wednesday. Okay. The worst times to be heading home, no surprise here, Sunday.
Which is December 1st.
I know.
Can you believe that?
It's so late this year.
Yeah, that's the big thing was Cyber Monday is not going to be on. It's not going to be in November.
So the worst times to be heading home be Sunday between 6 p.m. and Monday, between noon and 6 p.m. on Sunday, or Monday, December 2nd, between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's going to be rough no matter what.
Because there's regular traffic.
The best day to drive, and you're wanting to know this, is actually on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I was thinking, Lori and Glenn, they're going to be driving for Thanksgiving. They're heading over to Leavenworth, and I'm like, on Thanksgiving? She's like, yeah, we're heading out early in the morning.
Smart.
And heading over.
Yep.
Good for them.
I've flown to see my family in Florida before on Thanksgiving Day and on Christmas Day because
is it pretty
wide
easy?
Open. Yeah.
Oh.
Compared to the other one. So there you go. Don't say you weren't forewarned.
You're welcome.
Don't want to push a button.
Push a button.
Okay. This is what we're doing?
Yeah, it's not a very good transition from what we've been talking about. But
I thought we were doing the other one.
What other one?
I don't know.
You said you choose. You want me to do this one?
No.
Okay, the C&J podcast question of the day.
And just so you know, all these questions are fine. We just look at some of them and say, what's likely to be more of a thing that people will say, oh, I got something to contribute to that.
And you can respond either on the platform that you're consuming this on, or better yet, become friends with us on Facebook, Curt and Jen in the Morning on Facebook, and you'll see it.
Okay.
We post it on Facebook every day, usually in the evening. What did you do that scared you?
So is this
just in general? What's something in your life that you've done that was scary, but you did it anyway?
That's what I wanted to know. So it's not like I did something that scared me, just accidentally happened. I deliberately went out of my way to do something that I was scared
like
of.
you braved up and was like, okay, I'm going to do this.
You're going to say you went through haunted houses with me.
Yeah, well, that is one thing that I did.
It didn't have to be with me. Any haunted house that you go through is scary.
I'm trying to think.
I think haunted houses are fun. Am I weird that way?
No, I think that I think that people either love them or hate them. There's like no in between on the haunted house.
When they advertise around Halloween, like this is the most scary, it's like I want it to be the most fun.
Well, is scary fun?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, there you go. Scary is not fun for me.
You're just trying to think of the scary thing that you did. You were just trying to think of something.
I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think of like I went on a ride that I thought was going to be super scary. Well, I mean, I was at a water park. I can't remember where it was. It was some island somewhere on a cruise's private island.
All right.
And it was this thing where you stand on the platform, like you stand on the platform.
Okay.
And then you just don't even know and it's straight down. It's a straight down drop. And then into a slide, and you don't know when they're going to open the chute. It's just, you just are waiting there. And that was scary to me. That was scary to me. But I did it. And it was all right fun. I mean, it gave you a big old wedgie.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say.
That was my scary thing.
That your scariest thing that you did.
I'm sure there's more scary things, but.
Want to hear something scary?
What?
Anymore.
Oh, going naked somewhere?
Oh, I don't look good naked anymore.
2 opportunities to play that.
That's for my partner, right? That's the scary thing for them. The scariest thing I ever did.
Oh my God. What are you saying? Seeing you naked?
Yeah.
That's not nice, Jen Perek. Be nice to my friend. You can't say that about my friend. All right. Something you did that scared you. You braved it up, and I suppose you're proud afterwards.
I think for some people it could be like my friend Mariana. I think she was not really looking forward to a colonoscopy, but we were really peer pressuring her for the good, right?
Yeah, you got to do that.
And she did it.
Okay,
like
let us know.
That might be scary for
something you did that scared you. Can't wait to hear. Thank you for listening.
We appreciate you being here. Make good choices. Find joy. Spread kindness.